right, we are live at New Balance Nationals Outdoor, fresh off an epic boys mile for the first time ever, seeing guys break 4 minutes at New Balance Nationals. Drew Griffith and Zach Hillhouse. Congratulations, guys. That was an epic race.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
For the win, I guess. How are you feeling? 3:59 flat.
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I'm happy with that, so yeah.
You're on a hot streak right now.
Yeah.
And so, like, what's clicking well in practice and training that, like, you know, it's all coming together on races, and it's like, I don't know, it's kind of weird because then you have to just, like, end the season while you're hot.
Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of like, towards the end, I've kind of found a groove and, like, kind of like a hungriness for racing, so I really just been loving to get out there and compete, so yeah.
Zach, this has been a crazy week for you, hasn't it been?
Yeah, it's been absolutely insane. I'm so ecstatic about it.
So you ran it out in Seattle just a couple of days ago, 4:05 there. That was the PR. You come out here. The morning, when you woke up this morning, what did you think you had in the legs?
I felt super good. I mean, my legs were a little, like, I don't know, almost sluggish, but I've known from some of my best races, like even going up to the line, I felt kind of like that. And it's just like once I start the race, that's when I can really know if I have it in me. But I knew it was definitely on the table before. I knew I had it in me if I was in the right mindset for a lot of it.
The idea of sub 4, like Drew's been there, done that, like comes into this race like comfortably with an awesome 3:57 PR, but for you, like committing to that pace and knowing that you could handle it, where did that come from?
I've been working towards it all season. I knew it was a possibility ever since Arcadia was really the first spot, and then I was just able to, once I had it in my mind, I just knew if I worked towards it, I would be able to achieve it.
All right, so we've got the race queued up, and we'll get to watch it together. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts as to just how all of this went down. This one's a little bit different, too, because, like, there was no pacer in this one. What did you think of that, I guess, like, when they kind of announced the field and they told you guys no pacer for this?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was, like, a little, like, bummed, but kind of came around on the idea. And, I mean, I ran into trouble this indoor season with having a pacer for one of my races, and my state meet didn't want to let me into the state meet because they said,
I remember this.
Yeah, so they were just like not letting it, like, I don't know, it wasn't like credible race. So it's kind of nice to be able to go out there and just run sub 4 with no pacer. So yeah.
All right, so at the very beginning of the race, someone, I don't know who it was, may have had the jitters a little bit because they called you guys back. What are you thinking sort of on the starting line here? Are you nervous?
I was nervous, but I feel that false start, I don't know. I was kind of expecting it to happen after the line because I think I saw someone in the corner of my eyes just like, I don't know, stutter kind of. So I was kind of expecting it, and I don't know, it was kind of like nice to get the jitters out.
Drew, in this early part of the race, like how do you decide who's going to be up in the front and who's going to take it? Because I think a lot of the guys in the field may have been looking to you just with the fastest personal best there.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really sure what was going to happen, but I told myself to kind of let the first 400 figure itself out, and then after that, I just was like, might as well just send it. I mean, I've gone sub 4 this season, so just kind of wanted to try to get up front and take the guys through at a decently fast pace.
Zach, what was your plan? Because you're a little bit further back.
My plan was to just stick behind Danny Simmons. I've been racing with him all throughout the Utah season, and I knew I could stick behind him for at least the majority of the race. And that was my goal until about the second lap, and then I started to go past him.
On the college and pro scene, like you so many times see pros just try and hug the rail as much as they can and not go out into lane 2 or 3. This race, it looks like there were guys going wide, you know, fairly early on.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of bunched up there for like the first 400, and like you can kind of see like Ryan is in lane 2 right now, but it's kind of just finding the best positioning whenever the pace isn't like absolutely blazing at that like beginning lap. So.
Zach, I'm looking at this gap that you've got to make up. Like, just patience on your side of things.
Yeah, there was a lot of patience that went into it. I was just kind of trying to focus on being a little more conservative in the start of the race.
When that first lap was, I think it was like 63, and then like it quickened up a little bit. for you, I guess, are you thinking like sub 4 is slipping away, or like we're just gonna have to attack the second half pretty hard?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this season I've kind of learned that the mile is kind of made in that third lap, honestly. Like, you can kind of trust in yourself to have that kick in the last 400, but the third lap is where people fall off. So if you're you can either break or make a mile in that third lap. So it's kind of pushing this lap hard.
I'm still watching Zach as to just how
I
far
was
back
way
you
back.
have to, you
It
have
was
to make
right
up.
about right here, I think, that I started to make my way up to the front, and it's kind of where I knew I would be able to catch the front of the pack and to be able to do it.
For you, was that just instinct, or like was there a plan with your coach and just sort of how you felt comfortable in that moment?
There wasn't really a plan going into the race other than just try to stay more in the middle of the pack, and then towards the end make my move and make it my way out to the front, because I was scared if I made my way out to the front in the beginning, then I would die out.
So, Drew, you've raced so many of these guys all throughout the season. What are you kind of thinking as sort of like, Clay's right there, Marcus is right there. Have you picked up on just sort of like how these guys race just from seeing them time and time again?
Yeah, I mean, really, a lot of them like to kind of pick it up that last lap, so I knew it was going to come down to this last 400, and there have been times where I'm not as strong in the last 400, but I'm really trying to find my groove for that last lap this season. So
into this final 200 meters, Zach, you are eating up ground right here.
Yeah, I was at this point, I was just giving it everything I got, because I knew I would not be happy with myself if I just let up and didn't give it everything I had.
This battle down the final 100 was epic. Drew, you had to find an extra gear there.
Yeah, I mean, my dad always told me that you always have an extra gear, you've just never had to use it. So right there was a moment where I tried to find that last gear that I've never had to use, and he really took me to my limits. But yeah, it was a good one.
The results flashed up on the screen pretty quickly, so you knew you had the sub 4. What were your first thoughts?
Oh, I was just so happy. I think if you look at the clips, I think I was screaming. I was so happy. And just, it's
epic.
Yeah.
So for you guys, I mean, this is the culmination of the whole year, New Balance Nationals. What are the plans, for the summer? Is there a little break now, or and then, looking toward cross country season, what do you want to look forward to?
I mean, I still got to anchor at DMR tomorrow.
Oh, so that's right.
That's the last one. But yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to some summer training. I love just getting a lot of miles in and training with friends, so it's gonna be fun.
What about you?
I'm gonna be leaving on a LDS mission in the fall, so I'll probably just do running just to stay in shape through to the fall, and then after that, I'll be on a mission for 2 years, and I'll be back to run for BYU.
So exciting. Well, you guys treated the fans here to an epic race, and I'm sure we're going to be hearing about your guys' accomplishments in the years to come. So congratulations, guys.
Thank you so much.